of shit. You can never go back.
So I hope you're all doing great and welcome to another Power Breakdown video, and this time talking all about the rumors about whether Ghost is alive or not. I did a Q&A a while ago on my Instagram. The majority voted yes, they want a video on Ghost because I still get this question a lot. Do I think Ghost is alive? Do I think Ghost is dead? Do I think he could come back, or is he 100% 6 feet under the ground? And with a lot of Ghost alive videos floating around on YouTube, this is going to be my last and final time I'm going to touch on this topic. I'm going to run through my opinion, and it's just my opinion, so hopefully I don't receive too much abuse in the comment section, but I'm going to talk about everything and give you my logical explanation as to why I think what I think. So please watch the whole video so you get my way of thinking. And of course, if you think something else, then just drop it down in the comment section and play nice if you're debating with someone else. And of course, don't forget to smash the subscribe button if you want to see everything Power Universe related, from news, reviews and breakdowns and storyline breakdowns. But let's kick this video off with why I think Ghost had to go when he did, because Courtney Kemp talked about people earning their deaths before they were actually killed off in the Power Universe. And for those who are familiar with the example that I gave with Dre, I believe he earned his death when he had freedom at his fingertips and decided to turn his car around and go back and kill Ghost. That's the moment I believe he earned his death for me. Courtney Kemp gave her example about Holly, and when she ordered the hit on Ghost, that was her earning her death at the hands of Tommy. So do I think Ghost earned his death? Ghost pissed off a lot of people in the final few episodes. Tariq, Tommy, Rashad Tate, Paz, Tasha, Cooper Saxe and Dre. Everyone had their own motives as to why they wanted Ghost gone and why they wanted to kill Ghost. But for me, why I believe Ghost had to go when he did was because this show was entering its 6th season, and if we were to rank the 6th season with the rest, season 2 would definitely come on top and season 6 would honestly be at the bottom. And I believe Ghost had to go when he did was because they needed to hit the refresh button on the Power Universe. If they continued with Ghost and Tommy repeating the same storyline, Ghost in a position of political power going into the 7th or 8th season, then I just think it would have been a great watch, but the show would have been a bit of a drag. Of course, everybody would still watch it because it's Power at the end of the day, but how long could you have run with Ghost storyline realistically? This is why I think Ghost had to go when he did, so the show could hit the refresh button and take it in a new direction. Bring these new young characters in like Gianni who plays Brayden, Woody who plays Kane, and of course with Tommy Egan's spin-off Power Book 4 Force, which is definitely going to be the most watched. So this is why I think Ghost had to go. But having said that, let's talk about Courtney Kemp's comments. Now on Ghost's death, she said, "I can't speak if it will always be that way. Certainly it was written and intended for it to be that way, that Ghost is dead. But it's the world of Power, things can change. Certainly if Ghost thought Tariq was coming to shoot him, he definitely would not have played it out like that. So I definitely think it was intended to be written that Ghost dies at the end of Power." And she was also asked another question, is Ghost really dead? I've got a feeling he faked his death. To which she replied with, "People ask me all the time." I guess my response to that would be, as far as everybody knows him, knows he's dead. But yes, the key thing that people need to remember is this isn't real life, it's fiction. Like Courtney Kemp said, things can change, and it's TV after all. Anything is possible in TV. And you know, if some of you guys have read my comments, because I reply to as many comments as possible, I've said on many occasions that we've seen other shows that brought characters back 8 years later. I gave the example of Prison Break and Fast and Furious, but Omari Hardwick, who plays Ghost, said that he's done with the character of Ghost. But of course he's not going to come out and say no, Ghost is alive. Of course he's not going to say that. Of course he has to say Ghost is 6 feet under. So do I want Ghost to be alive? To be honest with you, there are some days where I wake up and I'm just thinking, hang on a second, there's no way Ghost gets beaten at chest by his son. And then there's other days where I wake up and think, nah, Ghost is definitely gone. We saw him bleed out in Tommy's arms. But what do I really want to believe? I want to believe that the Power Universe is going to go in a new direction with Tariq becoming the new Ghost, and I'm going to talk about him saying Ghost never die in just a moment. But I'd want the Power Universe to go in this new direction that it's heading in, with Tariq becoming this better version of Ghost. Courtney Kemp talked about a big shift coming in season 5 of Power Book 2 Ghost. We don't know what this big shift is yet. It could honestly be anything. It's a guessing game right now. We don't even know who's going to make it into season 5, and by that time Cash would be older, Elisa Marie would be older, although I think she could turn up in Tommy's spin-off. There's just so many directions that this show can go in. So let's talk about that quote, "Ghosts never die." what Tariq St. Patrick said in the season finale of Power Book 2 Ghost Season 1, because it got a lot of people questioning whether he meant that Ghost is alive and that ghosts never die. And it's up to interpretation. I believe that what Tariq truly meant by this is ghosts never die because ghost veins now run through Tariq St. Patrick. Tariq said in a conversation with Tommy that one day, if they ever meet again, then hopefully he's worthy of taking his father's name, Ghost. And this is what Tariq meant by ghosts never die, because although Tommy said they're never going to see each other again, I think they will, and when they do, it would be when Tariq has actually claimed the name of Ghost. Corny Kemp did a live Q&A a while ago and said that, hopefully Tariq can become this better version of Ghost. We heard Kanan say to Tariq at his age, he was way advanced of what Ghost was at the same age. This is something we'll only be able to judge in Power Book 3 Raising Kanan, whenever that may be, if and when Tommy and Ghost are introduced in Power Book 3 Raising Kanan. But let's talk about some clues and how the show have actually left it open for him to return at a later date. And the key thing here is left it open for him. It doesn't mean that he'll definitely return for sure, but I think the door is open with no murders being linked to James St. Patrick or him going down as the Kingpin, and with Tommy faking his death in the season finale. The writers are making you think, if Tommy can fake his death, then why can't Ghost? In my opinion, it is open for him to return, but do I want him to return? As I said earlier on in the video, my honest opinion is I want this show to go in a new direction with Tariq and co, but I guess it would break the internet if Ghost was to return. There's everything else about Ramona not being at the funeral, and did she help him to escape or fake his own death? Who did he call before Tariq shot him? There's a few more hints and clues. In fact, there are a lot of hints and clues, but I'm honestly really not going to dive deep into it because, as I said, this is the last and final time I'm going to talk about this topic, unless there is news that comes out where Omari Hardwick says something, or there is something concrete that he is coming back. Otherwise, I want Ghost to say 6 feet under, so Tariq can become the new Ghost. But I get how it would absolutely break the internet if Ghost was to return. But that's honestly my honest opinion. That's my take on the situation, whether Ghost is alive or not. I think they've left it open. Whether it happens or not, I think it depends on a number of factors about the show and what they have planned in the future, which nobody knows apart from the writers. But do I want him to come back? It sounds crazy, but it's just my opinion, and the answer is no. But if he did, then I'm sure the writers will give us one hell of a show with his return. So with that being said, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Do you think Ghost is alive? Or is he dead? And keep the debates nice, guys. I'll try and reply to as many comments as possible, so drop all your thoughts and comments down below. And of course, if you're new to the channel and you haven't done so already, remember to smash the subscribe button. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Ghost, don't go. Ghost, come on, man, don't do this.